Well, they call me Tumbleweed.
You told me you've been out here how many years?
30 years. Okay, I got drafted when I was 17. Out of high school, 3 months out of high school, I got drafted in the service. I went to Cambodia, came back, and then when my family found out, they didn't want nothing to do with me. So I got a lot of pride, and I haven't seen them in 30 years. And I'll keep it that way for now. But living on the streets, I traveled the whole United States. My dad left me $35,000, and I traveled everywhere. But I always went to the hood because I had a. And all I can say is that you got to be careful, and it's better to be alone than trust. There ain't no trust out here. You can't trust nobody. Because once a lot of them are young people, and they're like adolescents. You know, they have their problems when they were kids, and they won't let it go. So I don't really talk to them much because I say my piece, and I'll say this. A lot of people, when they beg for money or buy a sign, there's a few that are really on the good side and trying to get back. But majority of them, no. I turned into quit and turned into, but the people, the stores especially, when they see you, they know. And I try to keep myself fairly clean. They call the police, no trespass you, because they know you're homeless. So a lot of the places you go, they look down or they prosecute you for where you're at. And the only time I apply a sign is when I need to eat or have. I don't stay there to make money. A lot of the young ones, they want to make money. I don't do it like that. But they stay away from me. And that's all I want. Just, he's the only one I talk to, a friend of mine. And that's all. I don't. But I go to church, and I really enjoy it. But my advice to anybody is that families, I wish I would have worked it out and took a better direction to it, because after 30 years being homeless, I miss them. They don't have no clue what I look like. I don't have no clue what they look like, but my family's got a lot of money, believe me, because I never really do anything. But if I'm in a bind, they always send me money. You know, we own a sheep ranch in Colorado, in Grand Junction. We own 3,000 sheep. Then we got property in Salt Lake, a few houses. My family renovate house, buy house, renovate them, and then turn them and sell them. And rarely do I ask them for anything unless I really, really need it. But other than that, I have no regrets of traveling because I worked on oil rigs. I washed windows, high scraping. I left when I was 30 years old. I'm 71 now. I left when I was 30. I washed windows, worked on offshore oil rigs. I worked on the railroad, extra gang, and that's how I did it, besides the money I had from my dad. But I always worked, and I had no shame. If I had no money in my pocket, I'd go to a restaurant to the back door and tell them I'll wash pots and pans, whatever it takes. It ain't easy. Because the first thing for me is eat first. Eat. You gotta eat. That's the most important thing. Because when you lose a lot of weight, I've seen a lot of people lose a lot of weight here, and it's sad. Because, all they want to do, and I'm not a person, I drink, that's it, and smoke. But my best advice is work it out with your family. Turn the other cheek like the Lord said. I didn't do it. And it took 30 years, and it's a shame for me. It took me 30 years to realize that. Because I've been to a lot of camps. I've seen a lot of evil. And it's like I've never done it, but I saw it. And I can't believe it. You gotta be real careful. Every step you make could be the last step, because I've seen some ugly things out here. Florida, St. Louis, Chicago, but the worst was Camden, New Jersey. Yes, and he suffered. He suffered real bad. When I saw they wanted to recruit me into like a gang or something, I don't know what the hell they were doing, and I wanted to leave, but when they did that, I said, enough. I can't. I gotta be alone. I can't see this. I was scared for myself.
Yeah,
If
it
they
didn't make
do
no
it to
sense.
him, they'll do it to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't run with people out here moving a certain way like that.
Not even. And then I seen a woman in Mexico, and the town was called, and they had a lady there. She ripped them off for a lot of money, and as soon as they start doing it, I ran like I was running for my life, and they kept saying "Ponde va, ponde va," but I was running because I don't want to. It was scary. When you're homeless, you're gonna run into shit like that, and you gotta really think what it's like. And I'll tell you, I was scared, but I was more scared in Cambodia. Yeah, and he was a what do they call it? Where they? Well, I know we used to move to another state and then get paid. But that was cool because I never got caught or anything like that. But it was still dangerous, real dangerous. But if you ever go homeless, expect the worst, because it can come to you bad. You'll see things that you're not supposed to talk about, but I don't care because of one fact. No names, show no shame. That's what it means down here No name shows no shame. You know what? And I seen a lot of that. Well, now I'm at 70. I pretty much stay alone, by myself. I don't trust nobody but this. But I ain't gonna be telling you I'm an angel, because I had to protect myself a couple of times, and it wasn't pretty. I never nobody, but I heard bad, real bad, and I didn't want to. But I kept telling them. But I want to tell you something. There's a camp, big camp, of homeless people. And they're scary, but I can go with you and take you there. And they'll let you in the camp down there. It's huge. There's like 50 tents in there.
We went to this camp that he mentioned, but we're not able to record anything. But it was absolutely one of the largest camps I have ever seen. Why this? You know, you've been all over the country, right?
Yes, sir.
Why here? Why be here now?
I lived in, well, when my dad died, when I was a little kid, I should look at magazines and tell my dad, I want to go here, I want to go there. So when he passed away, he left me $35,000 in cash, a check, and he had a note and says, make your dream happen. Well, it took 30 years to see everything I wanted to see. But I've been everywhere. Mississippi, Kentucky, Louisiana.
Out of all the places you've seen in the United States, what is the most beautiful?
The most beautiful place in the whole United States, I'm going to say Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Wow, interesting answer.
Massachusetts and Carolinas.
Okay. Interesting. Everybody has their own for me, I think the desert was beautiful.
Oh, I grew up in the desert.
Yeah.
Four Corners.
Yeah. Colorado's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Maine.
I've been there.
Maine is beautiful.
Yeah.
You ever been to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan?
Yes.
That's something up there.
Yeah, I'll have to say that's the second one.
So, out of any other places that you've visited, like that you were just like, wow, this is incredible?
Yeah, well, the one that caught me.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would have to say the Carolinas.
The mountains?
Yeah. Blue Mountain. Because I went up, way up there. And I stayed up there by myself for a couple of weeks. I can build, but anyway, I can build a shed with fish line. I always held fish line and I build sheds. One time, it was in Wyoming. Wyoming's a good, nice place too. One time I got caught in a winter storm walking down the freeway. Nobody would pick me up. And I had this knife since my dad gave it to me. So I saw like a barn with cows in it. And I had to and climbed in, I would have died. Really. I would have died. I climbed in. I woke up, blood all over me, but I lived. And I did that. My dad taught me that. I got to do it. And this same knife did it. I've had this since I was 15 years old.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
When you look back on your life, what do you think is your biggest accomplishment in life?
Honestly?
Yeah.
I have no children. My biggest was marrying my wife. in Philly. Because I used to be wild, a little bit cocky. But she nurtured me to be a better man and a smarter man. So if you ever find a woman that can do that to you, keep her. Always. And that's my biggest accomplishment. Was my wife.
What is the scariest place that you've seen to be homeless in America?
I would have to say Los Angeles, East LA.
Where?
East LA.
East LA?
Compton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever seen the movie I Was Born in East LA?
No.
It's a movie. I've been to East LA.
Yeah.
It's graffiti everywhere. You got, what's that main street that comes through the whole thing?
Oh,
It's got that big arch.
Kenshaw. You talking about Kenshaw?
No. In East LA, there's
Whittier.
Man, your memory's sharp, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You got sharp memory.
For an old man, I do, huh?
Oh, yeah, man. But, and I'm young. I should have remembered that. They got the low riders.
Yeah. I had one, too.
It was scary to be homeless there.
It's tough. Real tough.
Wow.
Because...
you wouldn't think it would be.
Oh, yeah. But Compton is no joke. Compton and...
East LA, you said?
Long Beach.
Long Beach, too. Cambodia town. Rough.
And what's your Mesa by Tustin, California, by Anaheim. It's called Santa Ana.
Yeah.
It ain't no joke. Santa Ana, no joke.
I think now it's cleaned up a lot.
Oh, it's Santa Ana?
Yeah, anything in Orange County, there's more money now.
Yeah.
It's changed. Even Compton now is mostly Mexican. It's changed a lot. It changed a lot.
Well, I was young.
I'm back then?
About the
Oh,
70s.
yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a whole different world now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's changed a lot. But back then?
Yeah, it was tough.
You had a lowrider.
Yes.
Tell me.
It was a 66 Impala, and I had a mural of the Aztec engines cutting a heart out. I had crowns on it, hydraulics, and I went to Vegas, and this old man walked up to me. I was in the car wash, shining the rims. He goes, "How much you want for that car?" I said, "Make me an offer." Go on, my son. He had his son with him. Wants that car. I go, "Make me an offer." He gave me $7,000. Back then, that's a lot of money. I go, "Cash?" And he goes, "Yeah, I can have it to you in 10 minutes. You got the title?" I said, "It's in my wallet." Sure enough, he came back with $7,000 cash. And then I walked down the street to a car lot, and I bought a 442 Oldsmobile, convertible, white interior, red. That was one of the fastest cars I ever had.
That's a dope ride.
Huh?
That's a sick ride right there.
I couldn't.
Today that would be worth $100,000.
Easy. I dropped it. I put rims on it. Had a paint job that, when the sun hit it, it would change colors. You know what I mean? I took it all the way down. I had the rag top redone because it was kind of old. And I went to Tijuana. But when you go down there to have upholstery and stuff, do not leave the car. Send somebody to get you, or send somebody to get you whatever. But don't leave the car. Because if you leave the car, you come back, it's gone. Gone.
My man, I have met hundreds of people. You are an incredible storyteller, and you have some incredible stories.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Obviously, with so many years of homelessness, you have seen a world of difficulty.
Oh, mercy me. I pray to good Lord that you bless me.
Yeah. What would you say to people who are young about lifestyles that lead to here?
It's fun at first. It is. You have fun. I did. But there's consequences down the road. And a loose lip will hurt you every time. You got to be careful what you say. You got to remember where you're at and always have something to protect you. Don't show it. Don't brag. Show it. When you need it, pull it out and do what you got to do. But if you show it,
What's going to happen? What's going to happen?
Get you.
That's what people don't understand. A dude that's out here really with it, if they know you got it, that's going to make you a target because they want it.
Exactly.
What is the most desirable thing on the streets? More than cars, more than money?
What's the most desirable thing on the streets, honestly?
I think it's that gun.
It's a gun.
It is.
Yeah.
So what is the stupidest thing you could do?
Show somebody.
Show somebody you got it.
You keep it to yourself. Never show it. Because if you have to use it, all they're going to see
it's going to be late. It's going to be too late.
Yeah, but if you don't show it, all you got to do is pop. And nobody's going to see it. That's even around. Just poof.
That's it.
And get up and walk away.
Yeah. You see people now, they put stickers on the back of their truck, letting people know they got it.
Yeah.
You see people on their social media posting what they got.
Yeah.
That's the most. I don't know about when you growing up. When I was growing up, everybody's got cousins and neighbors and people.
Yeah.
Right? Even if you're not in it, you know somebody.
Yeah.
The most desirable thing on the streets is that.
Yeah, it is.
So why would you let people know you have it?
I didn't. Never. In fact, I just left Jacksonville and I carried
Jacksonville's scary.
I have you ever go to the bottoms in Jacksonville?
The bottoms.
They call it the bottoms. Everybody knows where it's at. That's a rough, but it ain't as bad as Philly.
No, Kensington is a whole different world. No, you got to be careful because in Jacksonville it's an active city. So like, look, you got cities that are dangerous. St. Louis, Detroit, Philly are dangerous cities.
Yeah. Baltimore.
Jacksonville is active.
Yeah, they're constant.
Constant.
Yeah.
Block on surveillance. What's that car moving through here?
Yeah.
Jacksonville, if you are not paying attention,
it gets you.
It'll get you in a minute.
Every time.
Because everybody there knows how to move, but if you ain't from Jacksonville, you don't know how to move.
They know where to run and hide. They never get caught, but sooner or later they're going to slip.
In all the places I've been in the United States, I had a very close call in Grant Park in Jacksonville.
Oh, okay. I don't.
Grant Park. It's by it's kind of like west of downtown.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The north side's the worst side.
Yeah.
Jacksonville get it popping off anywhere.
Yeah.
But this neighborhood,
It's tough.
they saw my car, and one dude pointed at the car. I drove by, They pointed at the car, 4 people got in the car. I ran. I left my wife at the hotel that day. It was just me because she had COVID.
Yeah.
I drove in the wrong direction, and then I got caught by a train.
Yeah.
And these dudes,
They just jumped in, huh?
I didn't let them get near me. But they saw me, pointed at my car, and they said, yep. One of them bowed their head and said, yep, that's it. I don't know if they thought I was the ops, wrong person, whatever.
Yeah. No,
Jacksonville
they
don't play.
hijacked.
I lived in Montgomery and Birmingham, Alabama.
I lived there.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I used to live there.
Birmingham or Montgomery?
Birmingham. I used to put...
that city.
I used to put up slabs.
Yeah.
I mean, not cement, it was marble.
Marble.
And I used to do the cuts for them. For the outside.
Birmingham.
Yeah.
What?
I traveled all over with...
Birmingham is dangerous.
Yeah, it is.
I was in Birmingham one time. I had black SUV. Same thing. Same exact thing. Driving through the hood, they point at your car. They hop in. 4 dudes with 4 big sticks, brother.
Yeah.
And they pulled up to me at the light.
Yeah.
I rolled all my windows down. Now, I had something on me, but it didn't. It's 4 of them, 1 of me.
Yeah.
So when they pulled up to the light, I rolled all my windows down, and just so they could see that we were just me and my family.
Yeah.
And hopefully that would convey the message that we were not there to hurt them.
Yeah. Did it work?
They backed off.
Yeah.
I rolled down my windows. All my windows rolled down.
Yeah.
And but you know how racial tensions are in Alabama. My wife is white, and they were black, so I feel like they couldn't really hurt us because she was white.
Yeah.
Now they saw my dad; he's got your complexion, so they might have thought we were both Spanish.
Yeah.
And thought it was an easy lick. But my wife is white.
Yeah.
And in Alabama, they can't hurt a white woman.
Yeah, they get it. They'll
So
get it
when
bad.
they saw that she was white, they backed off. But, bro, 4 dudes with sticks in the car. Birmingham is scary.
Yeah, I knew a guy over there in Birmingham.
Yeah.
He was a black guy, but he put it up to my neck.
Yeah.
Because I was walking down the street and he pushed me down, and I go, "You're," because
In Alabama, they pull it and they don't do nothing, bro.
No, they just scare you more.
They're trying to scare you, yeah.
But he put that in my throat, and I said, "Quit wasting our time." Or kissed me, and he started laughing.
And that's what happened to me in Alabama. Like, I realize here in Florida, if somebody does that to you, but they do like they fake up there.
Yeah.
They want to test you, and because they're afraid of, but then they think that you move the way they move.
Yeah.
So here in Florida, out here in Florida, it's a go.
Yeah.
But up there they play with that.
Yeah.
They play with that.
I know.
And I hated that.
Yeah.
I got tired of people playing with me up there. Because I don't know
another
how.
was in Kentucky.
Louisville? I lived in Louisville.
Yeah.
Well, I went to school in Whitney Young Elementary School in the West End.
Get out of here.
Yeah, man. I lived in Louisville.
I know that place.
You know Louisville?
We'll go, yeah.
Tell me about Louisville, man.
It's not very big. And there's I don't know if it was a Dairy Queen or...
They got the Indies. Indies. It's like the little drive-thru place they got up there? Yeah.
I used to be there all the time.
What side of Louisville were you on?
I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
Was it black, white, or mixed?
It was mixed.
South side?
It was, yeah, I believe it was.
South side.
Yeah.
By the horse racing place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, it's dangerous in Louisville too.
Yeah.
See my teeth?
Damn, I ain't got any.
See how the bottom is straight?
Yeah.
But the top is messed up?
Yeah.
You had to fight in Louisville.
You got to.
You had to fight in Louisville.
Yeah, on the jump. You had to get you had
Louisville,
to hit him first.
You had to go in Louisville, yeah.
Yeah, you had to hit him first. If you didn't, they got you.
Louisville was bad. Lots of gangs. And I was on the wrong bus route. My bus stop was in the wrong neighborhood. My bus route was the wrong bus route. And they have this thing called desegregation. So even though I lived in Southside, I went to school in West End. But you know what's crazy? I never had a problem with the black kids.
Right.
Because my school,
I did.
You have a problem with, yeah, I was weird because I
fought more black people than I did
in Louisville. That's crazy. I never had a fight with a black kid in Louisville. All my fights were Bosnians, Iraqis, Bosnians, Somalians. A lot of white kids too would fight, but I never had a problem with black kids.
I always fought. Mostly my fights were black.
Yeah. But I went to a kindergarten with them, so you figure I was like their brother, you know?
Yeah.
So you know the first word that I learned in English?
What?
I went to school in West Louisville.
Okay. Well, what?
I was a brother to them.
Oh, okay.
I was a brother. I mean, I went to my kindergarten year.
Yeah.
From kindergarten to 4th grade.
Yeah.
In a school 96% black in West Louisville.
That's how it was for me.
Family, man. They were family to me. They treated me like family.
Yeah.
Alabama is a much more racist place than Louisville.
Yeah, Alabama. I've been there too.
Yeah. Very racist, very hateful, very envious, jealous.
No, I think a lot of it is... I was there, and it was like they were racist, but they'll deal with you for the money, but in a quick second, they'll get rid of you quick.
Yeah.
But it was all if the money wasn't involved, then you had to be a little
You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they
If they can
dealt
get
with
something out of
each
you,
other.
the money's good.
Yeah.
Are you Spanish?
Yes.
Mexican American?
No, actually, I'm Spanish and native.
Okay. Native and Spanish.
Yes.
Cool, man. That's an interesting mix.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in Alabama, you deal with a lot of disrespect with the racism.
Well, where I come from, like my reservation
Yeah.
is at the Four Corners, and my reservation covers 4 states.
Yeah.
But we have problems with white people. As native, my people will fight the white people because it's been like that for a long, long time. But we wouldn't each other. We just give a good whipping.
It has been a pleasure to meet you.
Thank
Your stories have been incredible, and your knowledge of this country and the hoods, places in this country.
Can I say one more thing?
Absolutely.
All you people that are homeless, never give up on your family. And for the love of God, call them or go home. Because you're looking at a dead-end street. Bottom line.
There's nothing out here.
Nothing. There ain't nothing.
There ain't nothing out here.
No, I saw 30 years of it. I'm telling you. Go home. Never lose contact with your family, because the only one that's got your back is the Lord. Not them, not your family, nobody but the Lord. So remember that.
Thank you so much for your time, sir.
You're welcome.